Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we've got game 2 against the Dodgers. Won pretty comfortably yesterday. The Dodgers literally scored a run as the game was ending, but that does mean they weren't shut out yesterday, but that's about all the positive I think they could take from yesterday's game. So we'll see if it goes a little better for them today. I will say I'm recording a little bit later than usual. Just got back. I just took my girls to the new Minions movie, and it was fine. They seemed to like it, so it entertained a 10 and a 5-year-old well enough. So I guess that's all I can ask for. Was a little bit odd. Trey Parker is like the main villain in the movie, and he basically just uses his Cartman voice the whole time, which really threw me off. But other than that, it was fine. That's my review. Pineda on the mound. Do not believe we have seen him. I could be wrong about that, but I don't remember it. Kester at the plate to get things started off here. And he will hit a line drive into left, but pretty much right to Matt Merton for the first out of the game. So here's Marvin. He will bat left-handed. Something else I also forgot to say yesterday. Yesterday officially started the second half of the season. That was game 82. So here's game 83. So close enough, right? Marvin has a 1-2 count. And gets a swing and a miss on a low fastball for a strikeout. So here comes Chief to the plate. He will look at a curveball for strike one. Oh, swings under a high fastball for strike two. And then flails at a curveball for strike three. Very good start to the game for Pineda. So Furcal will lead things off for the Dodgers. We'll take a look at our defensive lineup. Regular lineup in the game today. The bench guys will be in tomorrow before the off day on the 3rd. And like just about every baseball team, we will be in action on the 4th. Although, at the moment, I don't remember who or where that next series is. Gill's on the mound, and he's up 0-2 on Furcal. And he will swing and miss at a curveball for strike three. I'm going to pull up the schedule here while Matt Merton gets dug in here. Looks at a ball. Misses high, so 2-0. Yep, well high. 3-0, I imagine he'll be taking. Which he does, and Gill does get a pitch in there for a strike. Follows it up with a slider, but that misses down and away. Walk is the first base runner of this game. James Loney at the plate. Oh, and then a wild pitch. That curveball got away from Tom right between the wickets. So runner now in scoring position for the Dodgers. Loney takes strike one. Fastball hit into the air, but not very far. Joey, just standing in the grass, makes the catch. So 2 outs with the runner still in scoring position for Andrew Jones. He will swing and miss at the first pitch. And that sinker bounces in, makes it 1-1. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Just misses outside. 2-2. Runner on second with 2 outs. This one catches the outside corner. Jones doesn't like the call, but it does end the inning. So the Dodgers get a runner to second without the benefit of a hit. But we are still scoreless going into the second inning where Terry will lead things off. As far as the schedule is concerned, we come back home to face the Diamondbacks starting on the 4th. So coming into today, the Dodgers were 2 games back of Arizona in the West standings, so we are having our say in that division this week. Terry has a 2-2 count to start off this inning. And the last round of All-Star voting was released before this game, as Terry strikes out swinging after working the count full. As of right now, Terry is your starting National League catcher. Chief continues to be in second for third baseman, and Tom again has fallen completely off of the top catchers. Which would be the first time he's ever not started an All-Star game in his career. Frank grounds out, and here is Tom. Still a little bit of time for him to make his case. Although his numbers, I gotta admit, they're pretty pedestrian this year. 295 with just 1 home run, 25 RBIs. Good, but certainly not spectacular. He gets a line drive up the middle for the first Squirrels hit of the game. First Squirrels base runner of the game as well. Zach is going to ground that to second to end the inning. So there is now a 1 on the board as we go to the bottom of the second. In the hits column, Andre Ethier is going to lead things off for the Dodgers in the bottom half of the inning. He will ground the first pitch foul over by the Squirrels dugout. That fastball misses down and out. Outside again. I don't have any numbers. This is all vibes, but it feels like Gil's thrown a lot more balls today than he typically does early on. Ethier with a full count to lead off this inning. He will swing and miss for strike 3. 1 down. Here's Widger. That fastball is too high. And a called strike. Ground ball back to Gil, and he is able to make the play on it. Pretty good play off the mound, actually. 2 down. Here's Pearsall. He's had a very solid game defensively yesterday, but I'm not sure he did anything at the plate. He's got a 1-1 count at the moment. He will swing and miss to make it 1-2. Curveball gets a swing and a miss for strike 3. That will end the second inning. Still no runs in this game as we go into the third, where Joey will lead things off for Indianapolis. There's a swing and a miss from Joey, who I'm a little surprised has never gotten any all-star traction at all. He's such a good defensive shortstop, and he's turned him, grounded out there, but he's turned himself into a solid, if not spectacular hitter. He doesn't hit for any power, but he's hit above 300 for a few years in a row now. But never even got a sniff at an all-star game. So Gil at the plate goes down on 3 straight pitches. 2 away, here is Kester. Hit a line drive in the left to open the game, but it was right to Matt Merton. Looks at strike 1. Might have been the first pitch of the game, too. I can't remember for sure. It was early in the at-bat, for sure, if it wasn't the first pitch. He's going to hit this one right to Loney, and that will end the top of the third. Still no score. Scobie is going to lead things off for the Dodgers in the bottom half of the third inning. I totally forgot to look up to see if who the Dodgers drafted, so I don't know. Still don't know if Scobie is a draft pick this year or not. He got fast tracked to the pros. He hits a line drive over Chief's head, and that will roll all the way to the wall. Here he goes for second. It's going to be close. And he will be thrown out at second base. Apparently he runs like a catcher. But it will go down as the first hit for the Dodgers. The perfect game had already been blown on that walk to Matt Merton, but that ends the no-hitter as well. Pineda has got an 0-2 count. He will watch that curveball bounce in. Pineda hitting 286. I don't know how many at-bats that is, but that's pretty good for a pitcher. He lines out to Kester for the second out of the inning here. 4 strikeouts for Gill the first time through the Dodgers order. Furcal was one of those, and he struck out 2 or 3 times yesterday. He did have 1 hit, which not a lot of Dodgers could say yesterday, but also struck out quite a bit. And he will hit this one. Oh, no, Kester. I thought that was going to get through, but Kester was able to come up with it. Mark it down 4-3 in your scorebooks. 1 hit apiece for the teams, but no runs in the game. Marvin is going to lead things off here in the 4th inning. He was one of 4 strikeouts for Pineda the first time through the Squirrels order. He hits this one, 2 for call for the first out of the inning. That'll bring Chief to the plate. He also struck out. Hits this curveball into left field. That'll be a base hit. And he will get to second base. I thought he was... Sorry, I trailed off because I thought he was being rather foolish. But he actually made it there. So, you know, good for him. What can I say? Chief puts this into left field. Chief running for home. And he will score the first run of the game, an RBI single for Terry. I think I might have said the wrong name earlier, but Terry got that base hit. And he stands on first base, the Squirrels with a 1-0 lead. Frank with an 0-2 count. Oh, ground ball. This could be a double play. On to first, and it sure is. 6-4-3 to end the inning, but the Squirrels do get a run. Matt Merton is going to lead things off for the Dodgers to see if they can answer in the bottom half of the inning. Merton drew the walk in his first appearance. Backdoor slider for strike 1. Fouled away that curveball to make it 0-2. Swings at a high fastball, and he'll foul it off over the Dodgers dugout. Still 0-2. Gill blew a fastball right by him for strike 3. So here's James Loney. Credited with a flyout. I think it was just a pop fly just barely into the grass to Joey, if I remember right. He's got a 1-1 count to start things here. He will swing and miss at a curveball to make it 1-2 rather. Fouled away to stay alive. He will watch a fastball for strike 3. Must have been looking for something breaking. Looks like it just froze him. So here's Andrew Jones. He struck out on a pitch he did not agree with in the first inning. Hits this one to third. Chief will take a few steps before he throws over. And that will end the 4th. So the Squirrels still with a 1-0 lead as we go into the 5th inning, where Tom will lead it off. Tom with the base hit back up the middle in his last at-bat. Raised his average to 297. I feel like if he can get back over 300, maybe he'd have a prayer at getting back on the good graces of all-star voters, but I also wonder if maybe people are just tired of seeing him. He's got an 0-2 count right now, and that is going to be a ground ball. Gets past Pineda. There's a shot, but Furcal does have a good arm, so he is able to cut down Tom. There's some shortstops Tom might have made it there safely on, but not Furcal. He threw him out by a whole step, I do believe. So here's Zach. He ground out to second in his first at-bat. He will watch a ball down and away. Another one down low, 2-0. This one hit right to Furcal. Might have had to backhand it, but still pretty comfortable out for a very slick fielding shortstop. Brings Joey to the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch. He looks at strike 2. Chases one for strike 3. So we will go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still 1-0 Indianapolis. Los Angeles will start off with Andre Ethier at the plate. Ethier struck out in his first at-bat. He chases a high fastball for strike 1. And hits this one into left. Frank is not going to get to that one. It goes right down into the corner. He's going to second, and he should make it there. Not a bad throw by Frank, honestly. But there's no left fielder was going to be able to throw him out. Also, should note that Frank was the one with the outfield throw to cut down the runner at third to end yesterday's game, so he's on a bit of a roll defensively out there. Oh, and then another wild pitch. The tying run now at third with nobody out. Widger with a 1-0 count. So Gill with a bit of a jam here very quickly into this inning. Widger with a 2-1 count now. Well, he gets the benefit. Gill gets the benefit of the doubt there. 2-2. Full count, sinker misses. Fastball right down the middle, and Widger just let it go. Oh, that has to hurt if you're a Dodger fan. Pearsall then will take the plate, and he looks at strike one on a curveball. Swings and misses at a backdoor slider. And swings and misses at a curveball. Gill suddenly 1 out away from getting out of this. It's up to Scobie to try to get this game tied. He'll likely need a hit to do it as he looks at strike one on a high fastball. Oh no, very high fastball for ball two, or ball one rather. Swing and a miss. It's been all fastballs so far. Goes with the sinker, which I don't think did what he wanted it to do, but Scobie came up empty on the swing anyway. Gill got into trouble and got himself back out again, so the Squirrels still leading 1-0 as we go into the 6th inning. Gill is going to lead things off with what should be his last at-bat of the day. Struck out in his first one. Looks at strike one here. And he's going to come up with a base hit up the middle. So here's Kester. He's 0 for 2. He shows bunt. Not the worst idea. Pulls it back at the last second, and he does get the pitch called a ball. And watches that curveball bounce in to make it 2-0. Does not seem to be showing bunt now as he looks at strike one on a high fastball. Hits this one through the right side of the infield. That'll put 2 runners on with nobody out. Chief at the plate with a chance to give us some breathing room. I say Chief, I meant Marvin. He goes up the middle. That will load the bases. Still nobody out. Now Chief is going to come to the plate. Pineda really in a hot water at the moment. Gets a fastball over for strike one. Chief grounds this one to first. Throw goes home, and that will get the force out. That's the only out the Dodgers get, but I'm sure they will gladly trade that. 1 away, bases still loaded for Terry as he looks at a strike on the outside corner. This one ground foul to make it 0-2. This would be a real big strikeout if Pineda could get it. Not on that pitch, another foul ball. This is going to get into the outfield. That's going to drive in 1 run. Here comes another potential one, and it's in there safely. The Squirrels now leading 3-0 with 2 runners still aboard, and that will be it for Pineda. Hiroki Kuroda, we saw him yesterday. Didn't pitch terribly. Although it's already a bit of a hole when he came into the game yesterday, too. First pitch is down and out. Frank at the plate. He's got a 2-0 count now. There's a called strike on a splitter. Gets that one past Frank, blows it by, 2-2. And that's low. We got a full count with 1 out. Runners stay put as Frank lines this into right center. Here comes Chief in to score. Terry's going to settle into third base. Runners on the corners. It's a 4-0 ball game now. Tom at the plate. Still just the 1 out. And boy, this game went from competitive to feeling lopsided in a hurry. Kuroda gets the call there. 1-1. Oh, right down the middle, and Tom just missed it. Hits this one, a high hopper, but it's foul. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away, here is Zach. Runner still on the corners. That fastball down in the dirt. It's a called strike. Up the middle, it will get through. That's going to score another run. Frank going to third, and he will make it there safely. 5-0 Squirrels. Runner still on the corners for Joey as he swings and misses at the first pitch. And he's going to get a base hit in right field and score another run. Wheels have completely fallen off. It's now 6-0. Gill does get another at-bat. He got a base hit in his last one. What we thought was going to be his last one of the game, but Squirrels managed to bat around. Pops this one into left. Merton waiting for you. Had to drift back a couple steps, but he makes the catch. Well, a 5-run inning makes it 6-0. Kuroda's due up for the Dodgers in the bottom half of the inning. I think only one of those runs was charged to Kuroda, but that is all he is going to get to do. They're going to bring Mask in to pinch hit with decent numbers. Gill's going to start him off with a sinker for strike one. A little bit of an oxymoron, a high sinker. Throws it again, and Mask swings and misses. 0-2. Fastball put into center field, and I'm not sure it's coming back. Just sneaks over the fence. His 6th home run of the year. 419 feet to dead center on a line drive, and the Dodgers are on the board. It's now 6-1. Going to need a lot more of those if they want to get back into this game, but that is a good start. They didn't get over by much. So here's for call. He's 0-2 so far. He pops this one up right at the plate. Tom had to take maybe a step or two back, but he makes the catch. That's the first out of the inning. Matt Merton has walked and struck out so far today. He swings and misses at a fastball. Swings and misses at the sinker. Hits a ground ball to Joey, and that will be the second out of the inning. Here's James Loney. He has popped out and struck out so far today. Gill sitting at 9 strikeouts, just like Pauly yesterday. See if Gill can get that 10th one. Pauly could not. It's got Loney with an 0-2 count. Ground ball to first. Gill will also have to manage with 9 strikeouts today. Kester's coming up to the plate to start off the 7th inning. It's a 6-1 Squirrels lead. The Dodgers are going to put Steve Traxel on the mound, which we saw him yesterday too. Honestly, he pitched pretty well yesterday. Came in with a very inflated ERA, but he did all right. Kester 1-for-3 so far. He starts off with a changeup to the outside. And looks at a curveball over the plate. High fastball makes it 2-1. Ground ball up the middle, and it will get through for a base hit. Should note that Traxel's ERA is still pretty inflated, but it was like at 27, I believe, when he came into the game yesterday. So, comparatively speaking, 19 looks pretty good. Marvin's going to continue batting, left-handed as he looks at strike one. Hits this one to for call. This should be 2. And it is 6-4-3. That's hit pretty sharply right to for call. Pearsall, not a quick turn at second, but 2 double plays he've hit into, I think anybody could turn those. Chief 1-for-3 on the day. He's got a double to his credit. Looks at strike one. I think he's 1-for-3. He's got a 1-1 count to start this at-bat. So he looks at strike 2 on a high splitter. And that one stayed a bit too high. 2-2, 2 away. Line drive into left. Merton going over, and he will make that catch. 7th inning stretch time. It's 6-1 Squirrels. Andrew Jones will lead off on the other side. Gill gave us his 6 strong innings. Really, just one pitch was the only bit of... Well, he did get in trouble one other time, but he did get out of it, so... Can't complain too hard. Gonzalez is going to come into the game into Chief's spot, so that'll bring Sweeney in to play third. As the score stands, there should be 2 innings for Gonzalez today. And Zapp had a bit of a messy inning yesterday, but he very nearly got out of it with no runs. So we'll see how he does today, again, if the score holds. Jones fouls off the first pitch and then looks at ball 1. Looks at ball 2. And then hits a line drive into left field. First, well, no, I was going to say first Dodgers hit in a while. That's not true. They just hit a home run like an inning ago. So, let's withdraw that. This should be an out. A little bloop to third. Sweeney makes the catch. 1 away. Runner still on first for Widger, who is 0 for 2 today. Struck out in his last at-bat, and he will look at ball 1 just inside. This one well down and out. Pretty good stop by Tom, actually. There's a called strike, 2-1. Swing and a miss on the splitter to make it 2-2. Goes back to the changeup for a swing and a miss. 2 away. Here's Pearsall. He has struck out in both at-bats so far today. So you watch as that changeup hit the dirt. Slider's popped foul, but it'll make the screen. Looks at a fastball for strike 2. He will swing and miss on the splitter, and that will end the inning. We'll go into the 8th. Squirrels still leading 6-1. Terry's going to lead things off for Indianapolis.
Number 4,
Terry 2 for 3. He's got a pair of singles today. He very nearly homered yesterday out into right field. Ethier was right up against the wall when he made that catch. Swings and misses at that pitch to make it 1-1. I say that because it was about this time in the game, too. Traxel starting to wipe his brow. Oh, he gets the benefit of the call there. 2-2. Thought it was low personally. Didn't think that was a strike either, but Traxel again gets the call. So here is Frank. Base is empty with 1 out. That pitch gets called low. Swing and a miss to make it 1-1. Looks at strike 2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. So here's Tom. He is 1 for 3 today. 2 outs, nobody on as he looks at strike 1. Grounds this one foul down the first baseline to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That ends the top of the 8th. Still 6-1 Squirrels. The Dodgers will start off with Scobie at the plate. That does mean Gonzalez will get that second inning. Though I suppose we knew that when the Dodgers didn't score last inning. Changeup is swung on and missed. Another swing and a miss on a fastball. Swing and a miss on the splitter. That's the first out of the inning. The Dodgers will bring in another pinch hitter, so that'll be it for Traxel, who did what he was asked to do. Nick Markakis coming to the plate. Hope he doesn't come out to the mound. Gonzalez starts him off with a cutter in the dirt. Markakis is able to lay off. Hits this one. It's going to be a line drive into right, but Zach's able to make a shoestring catch for the second out of the inning. So that'll bring Furcal to the plate. He is 0 for 3. Puts this one into deep center. I don't think it's going to get out. Lands right at the base of the wall. So he'll have to settle for a 2-out double. So hit it hard, but not as hard as Mask did, clearly. Pretty similar line drives, actually. This Max went a little bit further. That's a hard word to say. Matt Merton then at the plate. I believe he's 0 for 2. He did draw that walk to start things off. He is down 0-2 in this at-bat. He will swing and miss at a splitter in the dirt, and that will end the 8th inning. We go into the 9th. Squirrels still with a 5-run lead, and they will start off with Zach at the plate. See who the Dodgers bring out of the bullpen. Esteban Loaiza, we also saw him. Oh, Mike Sweeney, apparently a Dodger now. I do believe we just saw him with Oakland, so that must have been a very recent trade. Have to try to remember to check that after this game. Zach looks at a strike. And that one too far inside. That'll make it 1-1. Swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Ground ball back to Loaiza. Had to wait a little bit on the hop, but no problems. One down. Here's Joey. He is 1 for 3 today. Right in line with his .333 average on the year. Grounds this one over to Pearsall. And that will bring Sweeney to the plate for the first time today. He looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the top of the 9th. Dodgers are going to need 5 if they want to stay alive, and they will start off with Mike Sweeney at the plate. So a bit of an odd double switch there, but as far as I know, it is a legit one. So Zap will come into the game. We'll put him into Joey's spot, which will bring Phil into play second. Kester will move over to short.
Your attention, please.
All right, Sweeney gets his first at-bat of the game pretty much right away. He will swing and miss. Looks at that one, and it is up and out. 1-1. Down and away. I think Zap wanted the call, but no such luck. Didn't get the call there either. 3-1. Zap gets a swing and a miss on a changeup to fill the count. Goes with the breaking ball and gets a swing and a miss for strike 3. So both Sweeney strike out in the 9th inning. Andrew Jones now to the plate. Looks at strike 1. I don't think he has a hit today. I'm not super confident in that, but I don't remember him getting on base. He's got a 1-1 count at the moment. Hits this one over towards first. Harry's able to pick it up and step on the bag. Andre Ethier, the last chance for LA right now. He does have a double in this game. Hits this one hard into left. That's going to go over the fence for the second Dodger home run of the game. 390-foot line drive right into the bullpen, his 12th of the year. And that makes it 6-2 Dodgers. So it's now officially more competitive than yesterday's game. Here is Widger. He is 0 for 3 with a couple strikeouts. Hits a ground ball to third. Sweeney takes some steps in before he throws over, and that will end your ball game. The Dodgers again score just before the game ends. Your final score today, Indianapolis Squirrels 6, Los Angeles Dodgers 2. And let's take a look at some highlights. No music for today's highlights, apparently. Hopefully that doesn't mean the Wii's disc reader's going out. I already had to replace it once. Let me tell you, that was a process getting all this game data moved between Wii's. I never noticed the car is parked out beyond center field. It's a nice touch there by the game. Seeing the parking lots there. Huh? Well done. All right, Terry's going to be your player of the game. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. We're going to finish up with the Dodgers tomorrow. We'll see you then.